Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike Panetta, and today we are bringing you a new segment called Tech on the Tees. Basically, what we're going to be doing is Doug and I will be bringing you tech news and rumors every Tuesday and Thursday of each week. So, let's get started. Okay, so welcome to Tuesday, February 25th. And what is everyone talking about? One of the things is Samsung's Unpacked Event 2014, which took place yesterday, where they introduced their new flagship phone, the Galaxy S5, the update to the S4, obviously, and what everyone seems to be saying that it is just a little bit of a spec bump with some new features. The S5 is going to be coming in 4 colors this time: black, white, blue, and what everyone can only refer to as Band-Aid color, gold. Because of those odd bumps and dimples they have on the back there, it kind of looks a little funky till we get our hands on it. Definitely can't say if it is or isn't comfortable. This is going to be packed with the Snapdragon 801 processor, clocked in at 2.5 gigahertz quad-core. It's going to have 2 gig of RAM, and it's going to come in a 16 and 32 gig variety. It's going to have LTE, and of course that Wi-Fi is 802.11, and is going to have a wide spectrum on that, and we'll go over that when we actually have the device in our hands. They're also bumping the battery from a 2600 to a 2800 milliamp. This phone is going to be packing a 16 megapixel camera on the rear and a 2 megapixel camera on the front, with improved processors and sensors all over it. So it'll be real interesting to see how the pictures come out, as well as a bunch of new features, being able to take pictures, focus on the pictures. So it's stuff we'll be able to check out when we actually get our hands on the phone. Now, they've also introduced the IP67 feature, which is dust and water resistant on this device. And from what I've read, the 6 means is as far as the dust resistance, the smallest particles cannot get in this. And the 7 is discussing the idea of being a water-resistant device. As you see on the bottom, they have the cover for your port, so that kind of gives you a little bit more protection on that. So you don't want to go dropping this in the water or swimming with it, but you know, if you drop it, it gets wet, you stand less chance of it being damaged with the new technology that they have. A couple of cool things I do want to mention: they do have a power save mode on this, and what will happen is once you hit 10%, the phone will actually go to black and white, shut down some features, but you'll be able to do the important things, probably like make a phone call, texting on that. And believe it or not, they are touting that this can go for another 24 hours. Of course, we'll like to check that out, and that remains to be seen. Of course, this being the year of the wearables, Samsung has released an update to their Galaxy Gear called the Gear 2, as well as the Gear Neo. Now, they've dropped the term Galaxy from this because they've dropped Android as the operating system on these devices. They are actually going with a new operating system called Tizen, which Samsung actually helped develop with Intel to kind of go with a more enriched ecosystem and maybe more app development and kind of go off on a little bit of a different path is what they've done with Android. However, as of right now, both of these devices will work on 17 Galaxy phones. As far as beyond that, we don't know. As much as we would love them to work with other devices, not sure that's going to happen. Of course, the Gear 2 will have all the normal functions that we've come to see. Hopefully, get a little bit more expanded onto that. They've jumped into the health field where you'll be able to get your heart rate and do all your exercises and be able to monitor everything. And it looks pretty interesting to see how that will work. Now, design-wise, they have changed it just a little bit, getting rid of those ugly little bolts if you're not really necessarily into that, to go for a more classic look. They've taken the things off the band, so you can change the bands, hallelujah, to whatever you want because of the standard pin that they have on there. But what they've offered is pretty neat. They put a home button on it, they move the camera and all of that, and improve battery life. So it'll be real interesting to see what they come up with down the road as far as the SDK that is being released for that. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really neat to check out. Not to be outdone, Samsung has also released what didn't seem to get out there to too many people in the rumor mill, is the Gear Fit. What is the Gear Fit? Well, it is a much smaller version of the Gear 2 and is geared more towards the health and working out and whatnot, but it also still does notifications. Now, this thing looks really neat. You got a 1.84 curved Super AMOLED screen, 432 by 128. You got a pedometer, exercise heart rate, sleep, stopwatch timer, all that cool stuff. And again, take phone calls, emails. You're going to have apps on it, schedules, you know, all sorts of cool stuff. And I will definitely want to check this out as it comes along. Now, this has a pretty cool battery life on this as well, with a 210 milliamp battery. Typically, it's going to last about 3 to 4 days, and they say lower usage will be up to 5 days. Of course, depending on all of us tech guys who use it, we'll see if we can kill it sooner than that. Okay, so pretend the lighting is still the same and it's not later on in the evening because I had to go pick my daughter up. Okay, so some of the other announcements that were out there was Sony released their Xperia Z2, which is similar to the Z and the Z1. It's got a little bit of a spec bump, faster GPU, huge 3200 milliamp battery on that, and claiming to last the entire day, so we all know how that works as far as how busy you are. They also did the tablet Z2 as well. It's got a full HD screen, 2.3 gigahertz processor, stereo speakers, amongst much more. So hopefully we can get our hands on that and check that out down the road. Now, of course, on the other flip side, WhatsApp Messenger. What's that all about? I mean, seriously, it's been in the news a lot. You know, Facebook bought it for $19 billion. And this is a company that wanted to be on every mobile device in the world. They did announce that they were going to be doing full calls coming up, because as of right now, they wanted it to compete with BlackBerry. So that should be coming up shortly as far as all that goes. It already offers the short notes, voice notes you can do, but that full call should be something hopefully that they continue to do down the road. I actually use the app myself, and I really do like it. People who don't have iPhone, Instant Messenger, and all that stuff, it's actually pretty cool to be able to do that so they can save on their texting and whatnot. So it's a pretty cool idea. What Facebook is thinking, I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on down the road with that. All right, guys, so that is it for the show. I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the stories. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It definitely lets us know what you're looking for. And, of course, stick around for more content by hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate it, and I want to thank everyone for all the support that we've gotten so far. That's definitely from the heart, and I'm going to be putting a lot more work out for you guys. So stick around for that. And, of course, check out our previous videos. You can click on any one of them there and get to them. So thank you guys very, very much. You take it easy and have a great day. See ya!